Today, I have the pleasure of introducing you to an artist from Niagara-on-the-Lake, and quite an interesting story because she's fairly new to the art world. Philomena, let's talk about your backstory. For years, you were interested in art, but never had the courage to really pursue it until the last 4 or 5 years. What prompted you to make that move finally?
Well, I don't think I prompted it. I think the universe kind of did. With the onset was I got hit in the head with a kayak during one of the tornadoes in Barrie, and then 2 weeks after that happened, I was reading Patton Oswalt's story on Facebook titled 102 Days of Grief. And in this story, he explained how he was grieving his wife's death and how he was so focused on his depression that he thought, what if I spent 102 days focused on writing a book, writing a play, painting? And as soon as I read that, I thought, I wonder if I spent 102 days sketching, drawing, painting, what would happen? I was sitting at the island with my mom, and I said, Mom, you're going to cook and I'm going to paint for 102 days. And she said, okay, let's do this. So 102 days of sketching, drawing, painting, and I haven't stopped.
Philomena, take me through what those sketches and paintings were during those 102 days. What kind of things did you draw? Did you paint?
Well, I started off with sort of caricatures, like cartoon faces and stick people. I didn't know how to draw, and it was really frustrating at the beginning because I really wanted to do this. So I don't know, one night in the middle of the night, I woke up with an anxiety attack, and I went downstairs and I took my sketchbook, my pencil, and I started sketching at 3 a.m. And at 8 in the morning, my mom woke up and said, what are you doing? It's all night. I see this light on. I said, Mom, I've been sketching. I had anxiety. I didn't want to wake you up. And I looked down and I look at the sketch, and I was even astonished because it looked like the person I was sketching. So that's when I thought, okay, if I really focus and put all my attention on this, I should really be able to learn this.
So you posted that sketch on Facebook and people started encouraging you to continue. But that's after many years, going back to when you were a young child, of discouraging comments from art teachers, from other people at retreats. So it must have been refreshing for you as you're suffering anxiety to hear these encouraging words.
Well, I have to say thank you to all my Facebook friends, because really they kind of brought it out by, encouraging me, saying, wow, this is amazing. And that's basically how it started. It was through other people encouraging me after so many years of not being encouraged.
When did you realize that you could start selling some of your paintings?
After 6 months of doing this, Larissa and Mauricio from Paisa Pizzeria in Noddle invited me to showcase my art. And I was like, what do you mean showcase my art? And they said, well, we want to put it on our walls. And I was like, no, I can't do it. And my brother-in-law and my sister and my husband talked me into it. I was so scared. And I thought, oh my God, I'm putting myself out there. But I sold like 30 pieces on the first day of the show.
Since then as well, you've decided to take the step and get some instruction from working artists. How has that gone, and how has that changed some of your style in what you've been doing?
Well, I started off with figurative because I love faces, and then I slowly moved on to abstract, and I'm still both genres are appealing to me. I love figures and I love abstract.
How can someone see some of your art these days? How can someone purchase some of your art?
Well, right now I'm in between spaces, but I do have a few pieces at Mike Creations in Virgil. I have about 30 pieces at Paisa. And of course, they're not open yet because of COVID. And I do have sort of garage driveway if people want to come by and have a look, I can bring a few pieces upstairs into the garage, and with social distancing, they can look at my pieces from my home.
Thanks for joining us today, Filomena. It's a pleasure to speak with you.